What is up, everyone? Garrett here from Code the Web, and today we're going to be talking about the appearance section of the WordPress admin panel. So basically, as the name would imply, it encompasses everything having to do with the look and feel of your website. So starting off with the first section under appearance, we have the themes. Now, what we have right here is the themes manager, and basically this is going to show you a list in grid format of all of your current installed themes. By default, WordPress comes with a few themes already installed. I'm not sure if it's the 3 most recent or if it's just a couple of the most recent or whatever the number is, but nevertheless, when we installed this is how it came with the 3 most recent WordPress developed themes. So every year, the fine folks over at WordPress develop a new theme that corresponds with the year. So for example, this year right now currently is 2016. So the theme name is 2016. Last year was 2015 and 2014 and so on and so forth. So they come out with a theme every year that again corresponds to the year. And that's just that's the default installed theme when you get your WordPress installation up and running. Now you can go to this install new thing, hit add new. You can upload a theme if you've made a theme yourself, or if you have, let's say, a custom, like a developer make a custom one for you that no one else has, you can do that. Or if you bought a theme online from a third-party website, or if you downloaded a free theme online from a third-party website, you can upload it to there very easily. So now let's take a look at a theme, and we're just going to install, honestly, I guess we'll just install like the first theme that we see that we like. These are the sections up here. We have featured, popular, latest, favorites. Let's just go to popular. Of course, as the name would imply, these are the popular ones right now. And you can see here we have some more WordPress made themes. We have 2013, 2012, 2011. I think the first year they did this was 2010, which is right here. I personally like 2010 and 2011 a lot. I've used them in the past, and I think they're pretty good. Let's just find a random one right here, and I'll just show you guys how to install this. It's really nothing crazy, in all honesty. Let's just do this one called Storefront right here. So we get this, and now we can do a live preview. We can activate it, or we can return to the installer. We're not going to install any more themes, so let's just hit activate. And then we will go to our website here. And this is Storefront. However, the reason it doesn't look so much like this page, like this thumbnail right here, is because this theme in particular that I've installed here is made for a e-commerce store on our website. And this right here is showing you a e-commerce website setup, whereas this is just the simple blog. So we're actually going to go ahead and use this theme right here to go ahead forth with this video. So with that said, we can now uninstall all these themes. So what we're going to do is we're going to come over to here to our theme manager, and we're also going to undo that. We're going to hit theme details, and then in the bottom right hand corner we're going to hit delete. We're going to do that 3 times for each of these themes that we don't want. It is important to note, having a lot of themes installed on your website may or may not have an effect on performance. However, it is important to note that proper practice is that you just kind of keep a very clean and concise admin panel. So if you're not using a theme, or if you're never going to use a theme, there's really no reason to continue to have it installed on your website. It is just taking up space there. So there's really no reason. So we did delete those, and this again is a bigger picture of what the e-commerce version of this theme Storefront uses or looks like. But like I said, this is what it's going to look like for us because we don't have any of that stuff installed. So let's go on over to the customizer. And what this is, before we dive in here and start messing around with things. So what WordPress did was, I think they came out with the customizer in the 3rd version of WordPress. We're currently in the 4th. So what happened was, when you install a theme, especially the premium themes that you pay for, will come with a separate page. I'll show you. Not this theme doesn't have it, but actually, is that it? No, that's not it. But so right here, like this thing, and added here Storefront right there, that wasn't there before. So what they do is themes will add another page to the side thing there, and once you start installing plugins and themes, you'll have your settings stuff, like your options there for different parts of the website to administer, will just expand a lot, and there'll be a lot more things there. So what themes will do is they'll add something there called like theme options, or the name of the theme, or whatever, and you go into it, and that's where you do all the settings for the theme, and edit how your website looks according to the theme's customization options. So what WordPress did was they said, hey, all of these themes are doing this, and it's kind of just a mishmash of settings, and it doesn't really make any sense. So what they did was they came out with this thing called the customizer, which theme developers can choose to use or choose not to use. A lot of themes now, even especially the paid for ones, will still have their own settings thing because they need to have a lot more specific and stuff, but so now, they can use this customizer, which is kind of just a unified way of everyone being able to update their themes. So the way it works is we have on the right-hand side, we have a live preview of what's going on. I don't think that'll work because that's an external link, but if we do that, that will work, and that will take us to the welcome page, and this will take us back home. So this is a live preview of the site. It will update and show you exactly what's going on, and the entire site will work according to what your site is currently running as. So here we have the site identity. This is just the site title and the tagline. We did this when we actually installed everything. We have the background. We have header, which we're not going to do anything with. We have the footer. We can change this link to, I don't know, like a blue, like that maybe, and just bring that up a little bit. That's pretty cool. And this changed just this footer right here. We can go back. Let's see, typography. Let's see, link color. Actually, let's go back and make it the same as the footer. Just copy that. We'll go back. We'll go to typography. And as you can see, all of these links are now blue. So this was able to change into what we wanted it to. We have buttons. Same thing. Layout. So do we want the sidebar to be on the left or the right? Depends. We're going to keep it on the right. Menus and so on and so forth. And these are all the options that you can do as part of this theme. And different themes will have different options. The 20 whatever the years themes that WordPress actually comes with, they don't have as many options because they're just really meant to be simple starter themes that you can use. So we're going to hit save, and then we're going to X this out, and we can refresh our actual website. And as you can see, all of our changes were saved because now that is blue. Let's come down here, and we will go to the widgets. So widgets are mainly used in the blog section. However, some themes will use widgets throughout the actual website. So for example, some themes will put, if you've ever seen a website with 3 columns in the footer. Now, I don't know if that website that you're thinking of right now was a WordPress website or not, but if it was, they probably used widgets in the footer. So they will have, let's see, right here, they'll have footer 1. Let's just add categories just to show you guys what I'm talking about. And then 2, 3, and 4. So we'll just put recent posts. We'll do recent comments. I don't even know if there's anything in there. We'll do a search here. And now let's update this. And as you can see, just like that, we have those columns right there in the footer. So widgets can be used not just in the sidebar, but also the footer. Those are probably the 2 most common places that you'll see widgets being used. However, some themes will actually use widgets to show content in different ways. What they'll do is they'll come with custom widgets. So when you look at this, you might have, instead of, what is this, like 14 or 15 widget options here, you might have 20 widget options when you install a certain theme or a plugin that you can then show content in different ways. And it kind of starts to get into where WordPress becomes not just a blogging platform, but a fully functional CMS where you can have your website look however you want it to. This is kind of like where we're getting into that. The themes, the widgets, and the plugins probably are the 3 things that make WordPress capable of doing that, I think. In the most basic form, of course, So that's that. And then we can add some widgets. Let's see here. What do we have so far in the sidebar? We have recent posts in the search. So let's add a comments, and we'll add pages, and they're gonna come from just page title, I guess. Let's see what happens. It'll probably just be the home or welcome. I didn't even know that was still a page. Okay. So cool. So now we added that, and that is pretty much the widgets. Again, mostly on the sidebar and in the footer, but some themes, depending on your theme, will use them within the main content, although it's not nearly as common as the sidebar and footer because those are pretty much everywhere. Now let's go to menus. I've already made a menu here, and what I did was actually, you know what? We're going to delete this menu, and I will make a new menu and show you guys how to do it. So we're going to make this menu. We're going to call it navbar. We're going to hit create menu. And really quick right off the bat, we're going to save this as the primary menu. Now this is going to make it so it comes up right here in our primary navigation spot. Actually, we can just check it for all of them just to see what happens, what that looks like. So what we're going to do is we're going to add the home page. And right here we have 4 by default. Now, this is before installing any plugins that would add things. Like I said, I can't stress this enough. Plugins really expand everything in WordPress and will, change the way that your settings look completely because they just add so much to the site, to the capability of the site. So by default, we have pages, we have posts, we have custom links, which is what we're now going to use after this, and we have categories. If you're making a magazine or a news type site, you might want to use categories. That would probably make a lot of sense. We're going to use custom links. We're going to type in youtube.com/user/codetheweb. We're just going to call this YouTube. We're going to hit add. Next, we're going to have facebook.com/codethew. We'll type that in as Facebook. Now we're going to have twitter.com/codethew. We're going to have that in as Twitter, you guessed it. And lastly, we're going to have Instagram. And this is actually not Code the W. This is the actual name, Code the Web. So we're going to hit Instagram. We're going to hit save. Now we're going to refresh this and watch what happens. So now this is the secondary menu right here. This is the main menu right here. So we're going to get rid of the secondary menu. I just wanted to show you guys how that would look, but we're going to get rid of that. Oh. And then we're going to refresh this page. And as you can see, it's not there anymore. One thing I do want to show you guys, which is pretty cool, is that you can have sub-menus inside of here, sub-items. So if we hit save and we just kind of drag that into there, we hit save, we're going to refresh this once again. And now what you can see is that if you hover over that home, YouTube comes up. So you could have, these are all my social links, but let's say I didn't want to have my social links up there, I wanted to have other pages. I could just have one that says social links or something like that and hover that down there. Or I could have them in the sidebar with the widgets or whatever. So we're not going to do that though. We're going to have that out and about so everyone can see it. Okay, next, what we're going to do is we're actually, I think we're pretty much done. See, here's the thing. This header, if we click this, there's nothing actually new about this. It just goes to the header section within the customizer. And if we hit background, same thing happens. It goes to the background section within the customizer, which, to be honest, I've never used either of those ever. Some themes will come with their own options to be able to do a custom background or a custom header, in which case I recommend using the theme options to do that instead of WordPress's own options, because the theme options will probably, most likely, incorporate the background and the header better into the theme than WordPress will, because WordPress is just kind of saying, oh, we're just going to slip this in there. Whereas the theme, if the theme can do it itself, that's actually natively developed into the theme. So it's going to do a lot better job of doing it. This storefront, like I said before, was something that this theme added. So this is actually not anything that you guys will see unless, of course, you're using this theme. The last thing here is the editor. And I have to say, I really recommend not messing around with this because these are the actual files that make this theme work. There's also an editor within the plugins, and that might be it. Yeah, that's it. No, yeah, that's it. There's an editor in the appearance and the plugins, and I highly recommend not messing around with those unless you truly, maybe you're a developer or you truly know what you're doing, because you can really mess up the theme or the editor, or the plugin, or even something else that kind of works along with those things. So I recommend, unless you really know what you're doing, don't even bother with that. I don't even bother with that, and I know what I'm doing. So just goes to show that it's just probably not something you want to mess with. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. If you like this video, please definitely subscribe, rate, comment, all that good stuff. Also, follow us and like us on well, this is YouTube, so subscribe. And then also like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, as well as Instagram. All links will be in the description. Also, check out my new channel. It's called AppStack. We make weekly app reviews. It's pretty awesome. All links, again, are in the description. So take care, and I'll see you guys in the next video where we tackle the plugin section. Take care. Peace.